bosio mwancho morigeri yabono homo senator omo senator ikurwase county ya Kisii omweshimiwa Richard Mumaima Onyonka niganyara kobaka gokwandra okugania kukororo kwa okwenekia obotuki bosogotuka oboyi bwa magena oyubogendreta ase county ya Kisii kobwa mono egware ase bunge ya South Mogirango korengana no omweshimiwa Onyonka nigo bona goteba oboyi obo nigo bobwate obuunereria gochi ase abamenyi b'insemecho ase atebire emirobero niga bwente kobekwa nabo amachiko yo gochia kwenekia kere emirobero yoboyi bwa magena yega agendrete baria amagena yega koiyo ase chinsemo chiabo nabo banyare koba bagokonywa ase enchira yamo boseyende.
Pursuant to Standing Order number 53-1, to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources concerning the detrimental effect of ongoing quarry activities affecting the residents of Kisii County. Mr. Speaker, reports from the ground indicate that there is an alarming level of environmental degradation, including the destruction of critical natural resources, the pollution of the water resources and the environment, and the erosion of land that was once used for agricultural purposes. More troubling, however, Mr. Speaker, the allegations that we are having forced displacement and destruction of property by a company called Nyando Building Extracts Limited, owned by the Chinese people who have come to do the manipulation and the collection of these minerals. Mr. Speaker, without adequate compensation, individuals are being harassed and they are being forced, and sometimes bribery is being given so that these individuals can be told and forced to leave their pieces of land where they stay. Mr. Speaker, in this regard, I am requesting the committee to, number one, investigate and report to the Senate the status of the mining licenses that were granted to this company, which is conducting quarry operations in a place called Kiomoncha location, Marani sub-location in Kitutu Chache South constituency, to give information and agreements which were signed for an area called Mote Momwamu, where there's a black product which nobody knows what it is that is being mined from this place called Mote Momwamu between Kisii County and Nyamira County boundary. And finally, Mr. Speaker, the other place that mining is taking place by the same Chinese company is in Tabaka, where the Tabaka soapstone quarry is providing minerals, materials which are being used by this company to manufacture tiles. Mr. Speaker, number two, I would want the committee to state whether the Ministry of the Environment, Climate Change and Forestry conducted any environmental assessment impact on the area before these operations were allowed to commence trade and before they were offered licenses, so that we can have a provision of the findings of such assessment. Number three, Mr. Speaker, I would like the committee to explain any steps that the ministry has taken to ensure that the rights of the local community, particularly with regards to the individuals who've been displaced by force, whether they have been provided any compensation as regards to the law. Number four, Mr. Speaker, I would like the committee to outline any measures the ministry is taking to investigate and to investigate and address the actions that the ministry is taking to mitigate the environmental degradation that is taking place within all these three areas where this mining is taking place. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I know that under the KK Alliance manifesto, the argument was that any mining that would take place, and the mining needed to take place in those particular areas, like in Kisii County, that whoever that was coming to mine would then be required to set up a factory or an industry to employ local personnel so that they can do value addition for those minerals to make sense to our communities. Mr. Speaker, I hope that this matter would be handled expeditiously because it is really damaging our environment and there is a lot of air pollution within our area. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And with those few remarks, I say thank you.